Hello! Today we're going to play 60 Seconds Reatomized again. We are doing the achievement hunt. We have 47 out of 60 achievements. One of the ongoing ones we're doing is the tank, which we've almost got. Let's go ahead and get started in the game, and we will talk more about it. We're going to play as Ted, because it's easier to play as Ted and carry Dolores than it is to play as Dolores and carry Ted. Let's go ahead and get started. Yada 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 yada. Also, I finally got all the cat endings, so we're not hunting for that anymore. I think the main one that we're going for right now, I'm going to try to get the Cuckoo's Nest, because it's really difficult, and I've been looking at more things about their sanity and all that. Let's see, what all do we need? We'll just clear the bathroom out, I think. We'll start in here, actually. We'll get this and then clear the bathroom out, and we should be solid for a decent start. And then we'll go for the boy and get some food and water. Alright. Plus, I did all the challenges for the hats. So I think I've gotten a little bit better at collecting things on the scavenge, which is nice. Still, oh, wrong room. Oh no, maybe I'm not. I jinxed myself. We'll just grab some food while we're in here. Get the daughter. We have to get everybody because we want everybody to be crazy. We need that harmonica actually. And the med kit. Where is the mom? I think she's in that kitchen area. Oh, she's not. Where's the mom, actually? Where's the mom? Oh, my goodness. Where is she? Is she not in here? What's going on? Oh, my gosh. Get over here, lady. Oh, we didn't get much. That mom threw me off. Oh, man. She was hidden. She was like super hidden. Let me make sure everything's recording. I always get paranoid about that. You know that. If you've watched before. Tora achievement update. I have 533 items scavenged out of 1,337. So we still have a little ways to go with that one, like double. But yeah. Alright, so also let's play around with the hats. Let's give them all some good hats. He's a flyer. Yeah, we'll give her that. Yeah, we got some pretty decent hats. Alright, so we got the flashlight, we got the book, we got some waters. The gas mask is good. We need to hold on to the gas mask because there's actually an event that helps get insanity. I noticed when I was looking up the insanity stuff that it's more difficult to get Dolores and the boy insane. You need like everybody events to do that, and it's going to be really hard. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelter used to be fully stocked, but somehow we always found a better way to use the stocked supplies instead of leaving them here for emergencies. Once we had a soup dinner party, and the other time we needed a rifle to help our neighborhood watch a vicious fight against raccoons. Luckily, some of the supplies were left untouched. We got cards, we got the book, we got the map. We don't have much food, no one's complaining yet, but even canned soup might become an extravagant dish quite soon. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Alright, so we don't have to give them water or food. We need to give them, for a while, we need to give them water on the 5th day, and then food and water on the 10th. Also, I have a thing. I was given advice by a viewer. I've got it paused right now, but there's this little chart. I might post it on here during edit so you can see. And it's basically the items that we need to use during expeditions and the possible outcomes of what we can get. So sending harmonica gives us completely random. But we want to get a bunch of food right now. So we need to send the checkers out. That is the goal. So we'll do an expedition this next deal, and we're going to send them out with the checkers, because apparently that's a really good one to do. Also, man, if the mom wasn't hidden, I would have grabbed a suitcase, because it's so good for early expeditions. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimism and try to bring some cheerfulness into our life. Fair enough. Alright, we definitely need some supplies, so... We might be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this as soon as possible. Otherwise, we might end up falling asleep in the face of real danger, like saucermen from Mars. So there's a handful of events that cause sanity to go down. I think this is one of them. You just ignore it, obviously. There's only a few things that you actually say yes to. Most things you just ignore. We can't send them on an expedition now because they're tired. That's rough. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away, or save us from the radiation sickness. Yeah, so we can't send anybody now. So we're just going to have to hold off until one of them's not tired anymore, which is fine. It happens. We also don't want to help any of the outsiders. Is she already better? Okay, cool. So I can set up for an expedition now. Ted is mighty tired and needs more time to recover his strength. Let me see. Where's Dolores? Dolores is rested. Alright, so yeah, we are already good to send her out. So, we will send her out with the checkers. If there's one person we truly miss, it's our great Uncle Terry. He used to tell brilliant stories about turtles, elephants, and wizards. It would be so reassuring to hear one of those stories again. And yet, we don't even have a photo of him, just memories. We're not going to use it because I'm pretty sure... I forgot to check. I forget to check that one every single time. But that one is one of... She's already gone crazy. We've already got one of them. Holy cow. Yeah, that one causes insanity for sure. And so, we are left with no photos, no news, and no happy thoughts. The world is too cruel. Okay, so... that starts the counter. We have 25 days, give or take, to get everybody crazy, or she's going to run away. We'll send with checkers. Hopefully we get the events that does it, and we're going to do our best. There's also... I'm glad she's the one going, because there's an event for both these two, the daughter and Ted and Mary Jane, to have insanity, and there's a couple of events for Ted and the son, Timmy, to have an insane moment. So we're going to try to deal with that. Hopefully she brings back food, and we're just going to try our best to do that. Whoever designed this fallout shelter was genius, but we can't really tell if the green stuff dripping from the pipe is an included feature. We should probably try to do something about it with whatever we brought down here. The pipe. That can make her go mutant, so we have to do something. We don't want her to become a mutant. It'll mess everything up. So we're going to use the book. We don't need it for anything else other than expedition, which wouldn't have given us much anyways for what we're doing. So, that's fine. Alright, problem solved. Alright, so he is still tired. She is good. He is good. We had the most curious visitor today. One of them was making sounds of a galloping horse using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other. While his companions were pretending to ride said horse, they claimed to be on a very important quest to seek some magical cup, only they lost their way to the wasteland. They asked permission to have a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. I can't remember if this one's on the list for the insanity, but we're going to refuse it anyways. We don't want to help anybody. We want to stay in our shelter alone, not going anywhere, and just bunkering down. We couldn't contain our laughter at our guests, and our guests took offense. They ran off shouting that our ancestors were rodents and smelled like forest fruit. How rude. Alright, all of them are going to get hungry on the 10th. Our hideout was approached with a man we didn't know. He used to be an accountant, but now he survives as a trader, a gambler. 2 bottles of water. I don't really care for the bottles of water, and I'm going to be honest, every time I've gambled, I've lost. Let's just not do that. Every single time I've gambled, I've lost. Take a drink real quick. Yum yum, delicious. Diet Dr. Pepper. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set for the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We sent that man away, good riddance. Speaking of rob, that is a big one. If we get any opportunity to rob anybody, that does a major thing on their sanity. There we were, thinking it's a day like any other down here when Mary Jane confronted us. She said it's her birthday, but she doesn't want a gift. Not in this situation, not in this economy. Well, she's too young to be giving orders around here. This will lower Mary Jane's sanity, especially if they want to be talked to as well. The birthdays and talking to them. Yep, she's crazy. The mom's crazy. We're already halfway there. Holy cow. We are doing good. Okay. We were glad to see Dolores came back safely from the wasteland. the checkers didn't break. I think we got a ton of food. If we had to pick our favorite day of the week, it would be Saturday before the bombing. Saturday was a time of relaxing and joy, like bribing Mary Jane with cookies so she stopped playing the tuba, gossiping about the neighbors, and of course, bowling. It looks like the bowling alley is still standing. Yabba dabba doo. Uh, the bar didn't have much to offer, some rotten salads, a bunch of burnt peanuts, and for some reason, a cowboy hat. We were happy to find a secret stash of canned soups under some of the rubble, +3. Desperate times call for desperate measures, so we were surprised that to see someone placed water bottles instead of bowling pins at the end of the lane. We were sorry to ruin their setup, but we really needed that water. We don't have a lot of opportunities for entertainment these days, so when we saw a big mutated snail next to the road, we decided to play with him by throwing checker pieces in a gaping hole that was its mouth. It was fun for a while it lasted, but eventually the snail got bored and left. Turns out it was sitting on a radio this whole time. It's working. We just need to clean it up a bit. So we got the radio instead of food for that. We spotted some sort of vehicle down the street, but we couldn't get a good enough look at it in the dark. Maybe future expeditions will prove more fruitful. Okay, so we have to do... We got to feed and water them because it's the 10th day. And we also need to do more expeditions to try to get them to do stuff. It sucks because I need to send Timmy out there. I think it's riskier to send them that have already gone crazy, but I need Timmy home to make him crazy. Let's see. There's some radio chatter about the airdrops from the military. It's about time. All those taxes had to pay for a crate or two for us, right? Shall we head out to get them? We don't want to. And we also want to make sure we starve people and thirst them as much as possible. So, which, it's risky when you go on day 3. So I usually do day 2. Like, it'll say they're starving, and I'll feed them the next day. I think I'm going to send the daughter. It was too dangerous to go out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. The static is so relaxing. Starvation. We'll feed him tomorrow on the 12th. He's starving. We'll feed him tomorrow on the 12th as well. We're going to send the daughter. And we will send her with... The harmonica gives a random item, but we'll do the... I'm going to check the list again. Hopefully that doesn't bother you guys when I do that. Yeah, radio can give us a lot of water as well as a rifle, which is going to be good. So I would like to get the rifle because we don't have it and it would be nice. So we'll send with the radio. And that'll be fine. And that'll give us a lot of defense stuff. And then we'll just hold up in the bunker as long as we can. Okay, so I need to feed both the father and the son. She is still just crazy, tired, hungry. Okay. It's been a while. We don't know how much about what's going on the surface. If we only had a chance to tune into some emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two. Alright, we're fine on that. We need to ignore the phone calls, for sure. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue on what's going on might not necessarily kill us. Oh, hey, by the way, if you're still here at this point, make sure you subscribe. It really does help the channel. Leave a comment if you're not ready to subscribe. If you've been here before and you're enjoying it and all that and you just want to watch for the time being, leave a comment. It helps the algorithm. Liking the video helps as well. Disliking is fine. Completely up to you. It just helps the algorithm on my end to help me build my channel. We're at like 56 subscribers at this moment of recording. So the channel's growing really fast for me. It's been almost officially 3 months on the 26th. And it's growing way quicker than I thought it would, and I'm super ecstatic. I did not think we'd get this far this quickly. I thought it was going to be a year before I hit 50, and I'm already there in like 3 months, which is, I love it. It's absolutely amazing. I just thank you guys, seriously. And I see the comments, people helping me with like where to hunt for items or like what to do in certain situations and just giving me tips. I really appreciate that. It's really fun to see. It's fun to talk about and give suggestions, because here soon we'll run out of the achievements. I'll play this game occasionally, but give me some suggestions of other games you want to see me play, just in case. That way when I move on, there's still some stuff that you enjoy to watch. We didn't expect to get a phone call so soon after the atomic bomb drop, yet here we are. We can clearly hear the phone ringing outside. It must be a public phone booth on the other side of the street. Should someone go answer it? No. We will ignore that. Also, speaking of other games, I believe by the time this uploads, I'll have all of the Clover Pit ones uploaded in their own list. I finally escaped the room, which was pretty fun. It's pretty exciting. If you want to watch that, I'm going to have a playlist for it with all of them on there. And I'll probably do an achievement hunt on that one and try to get to the trillions if I can. So that's going to be a real big challenge for me because a lot of that is RNG, I believe. But it's a controlled RNG, so I think I could pull it off. It's way too dangerous to just randomly run to a ringing phone in the middle of a radioactive ghost town. We are not taking any chances. It took a while before the ringing stopped. It was pretty annoying for all of us. I think just the ringing in general drives them crazy. So he's got dehydration. She has dehydration. He has dehydration. We're going to give them all water the next day. I don't think... Were they dehydrated the day before? Ooh, that makes me so nervous. I'm going to give them water just in case because I don't want any of them to die. We have 2 of them crazy. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know it must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so the daughter should be coming back in a day or so. Makes me nervous. It always does. If there's one thing we need to do, it's to use the radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's strolling around outside, waiting to get picked up. First option sounds more sane. Alright, so... Starvation, hungry. So they need to be fed the next day. When we opened the bunker door this morning to let in some fresh air, radioactive air, we discovered a small suitcase on the doorstep. There was no note on it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Should we take a look inside? No, I don't. Well, what's the worst? I get injured. I don't think it increases anybody's stuff. It'll give me some stuff to survive longer. If they get injured, I can give them. Yeah, he got sick, so. Inside the suitcase, we found some soup, but yuck, it expired a long time ago. We're not feeling very well. Some of us spend the whole morning using the bucket in the corner. We're not accepting anonymous gifts ever again. Timmy's sick. We'll go ahead and just use that on him. Enough of this plain, tasteless water. Dolores is craving a cup of coffee. Real, true blue American coffee. The kind that you can drink 5 cups of and still feel sleepy. But where are we going to find this in this wasteland? Well, Dolores' favorite diner is, or used to be, a few blocks away. Maybe someone should go for a coffee run. But who? No, we're not doing that. Alright, the daughter's back. Hopefully she bought enough because we are going to stay cramped up in this for now. We're not going to risk our necks for this. We have more important things on our mind. The cracks in the wall aren't going to count themselves. Nothing made us more happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. It's quite a long walk from our house to the docks. We knew of a promising warehouse in the area. It survived the blast, but the sea wave drowned half of it. We were hoping it wasn't the better half. Water everywhere, and finding empty bottles to store it was not a problem. The problem was the water filled them was kind of salty. We shouldn't take that radio with us. The fragile box was broken. The vehicle down the street looked like someone's work in progress. We observed it from afar. Who could the owner be? We've kept our distance for the time being, but we may want to take a closer look in the future. This could potentially be our ticket out of here. Okay, so we should get a random event to go check out the tank or something like that, I believe now. Starvation. They both needed food. He finally hit starvation. We'll feed him tomorrow. We're not going out anymore unless it's about the tank. Timmy and Mary Jane are in need of some physical exercise. Let them run outside in the wasteland seems a bit too adventurous, but they could play tag inside the shelter. It's not like we have any expensive vases or antique dishes down here to be broken. No, we don't let them play. We need Timmy to go crazy. He's getting closer. Okay, he went crazy, she went crazy, and the daughter went crazy. We just have the father. He is sick, though. Playing tag, what a ridiculous idea. This is the apocalypse. It's a cruel world. Your every step is a matter of life or death. This is neither the time nor the place for silly games. How about playing something useful, like Hunt the Roach? Okay. What do we have? We'll give him both. Give her both. Him. Okay, we'll do all of them, but actually the dad can wait till the next day. He's fine for now. We're not going to talk to Timmy, because that'll probably make him not crazy anymore. I think we've had that issue before. They went crazy, then instantly got cured, and I was like, what? See? Just feeding him screwed it up. He just started opening up on his own. That's a frustrating feeling. Okay, the next day we need to give him food and her water. And that's a frustrating... Okay, she was caught sneaking out under the cover of night. Dolores was furious when Mary Jane revealed she was going to go on a date with someone, Bandit Boy. She met him during an expedition. Mary Jane asked for a chance to contact her date via written note to apologize for not showing up. Should she be allowed to do that? No. So, the boy went crazy, then went back to normal. That is a crazy situation. We got like 10 days left until she's going to start wanting to leave. The girls got into an argument over who might be appropriate for Mary Jane, but unfortunately for the latter, rebellious bandit boys with leather jackets and unruly, unwashed hair were not on that list. Dolores and Mary Jane are not speaking right now, which is definitely an improvement over the shouting match that took place earlier. Gosh, this is a rough situation. Water, food, nothing. They were visited by a strange-looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. We're gonna keep this stuff for now. I mean, honestly, actually, we'll trade this, and we're gonna send one of them on a expedition. Maybe the father. Well, no, he's sick. Okay, the weird man tried to make us buy fried cockroaches on a stick, covered in a mysterious sauce. The snacks looked pretty disgusting, so we turned him down, but we bought something else from him. He looked a bit disappointed. Okay, what else do we need? Hungry, sick, starvation, deranged. Yeah, she's getting to her limit. She's getting to her limit. We're going to send somebody out. It may be the daughter, actually. What is she? Well, she's tired. Okay, please give us a good event for the father-son. Like, I won't even send anybody out if I get one for the father and the son. If there's one thing we need to do, it's to use the radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that, or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. First option sounds a bit more sane. Card Town, standing in the corner bunker during the night. Oh, hang on. We woke up to the smell of something burning. We got up in panic, but it turned out the fire was under control, more or less. For the past few days, Dolores has been very busy building a house of cards. It started with a single building, but soon she was out of cards after constructing a small card town standing in the corner of our bunker. During the night, Dolores set it on fire and calmly observed the flames. When we asked why, she just gave us an indifferent stare, worthy of a serial killer, and said that some women just want to watch the world burn. Fair. Okay. We'll give her both. Give her food. Give him water. I mean, I guess we can send the boy out. And send this. We'll do the checkers. Harmonica for random item. Hopefully we get a... I guess we'll send him with the book. What? Hang on. Let me look at the list again. What else is a med kit? So random is harmonica. Med kit is the radio and the ammunition, which we don't have either. I don't even know what the book gives you. It didn't have anything. That's wild. I guess we'll do... Yeah, I don't know. I guess... Oh, I think the book will just help you give a better chance of coming back. So we'll do that. Random item for the harmonica, food for the checkers, possible radio, stuff like that. Hopefully we get something decent. We'll send him out, and hopefully he returns quickly. Hopefully he returns quickly. He's still got both. We'll give him another. Okay, we're fine on everybody else. We didn't expect a phone call so soon after the atomic bomb yet. Okay, we're not answering the phone. Man, we're close, but we're just not there. Give him a different hat. Give her a different hat. She's crazy. Let's give her something wild. Sure. Sure. I love the hats. It's way too dangerous to answer in the phone. True. True. Sick and hungry. Deranged. Hungry. Fatigued. She just hit dehydration. We'll wait till tomorrow. We thought it'd be a great idea to have some role-playing fun and create our own shelter theater group. We called it the Thunderdome. We spent the rest of the day trying to write a script for our performance. We almost got into a fight over it, but decided that maybe it would be best to play something simpler. Okay. Alright. We thought that playing the silent game would be a good idea. The silence was too annoying, so we quickly stopped. Who was it that was I think her. She was dehydrated. They're both deranged. We're on the cusp. We're not giving him a water chip. Man, this is difficult. Somebody got sick, I think, or is it still just the dad? Okay, yeah, it's just the dad. Or somebody... Let's see. This is madness. Apparently, Mary Jane is so bothered by her nightmare she refuses to even close her eyes for the fear of seeing some monstrosities that are troubling her. In a desperate attempt to break free from them, Mary Jane decided to swallow the batteries from our flashlight. According to her, it was supposed to give her enough energy to stay awake for the rest of the week. Although we find her idea highly unlikely to succeed, she seems very lively today. She is sitting up straight and staring at us with her eyes wide open. However, she does keep muttering something about humanoid mutants in the shelter. She is not very well. Let me see. Alright. Sick, hungry, thirsty, fatigued. Okay, she is on her limit. We'll just give her something because... Okay, the traders coming in. We don't want any company in the shelter. I heard the map flutter, I believe. Okay. We're on the cusp of, like, losing. We're on the cusp of not getting it, which is fine. We'll still stay and do stuff. Dehydration for the dad, starvation for the daughter. We'll give them food and water tomorrow. We got a little scared a bit today by all of a sudden our map just fell off the wall. Maybe our shelter is haunted. Maybe when the map fell down, it revealed some sort of safe behind it. We don't remember installing one, but we'll probably crack it. Well... we technically have all the time in the world. Yeah, sure, why not? Maybe we'll get something good. Okay. I was also hoping the map would rip. Okay, we're not sure how or why, but the map just decided to slide off the wall, but we're lucky that it did happen. Inside the dusty safe, we found supplies. Okay, we'll give him both. Give her food. We're not using the radio. Let's see. Alright, so the sun is back. That is good. Now let's hopefully we get something that'll drive them both crazy. And we got the rifle. We got more water. Okay, let's see what all we got. Okay. If there's one thing we need to do, it's use the radio. Don't care about that. We were afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. The government is dropping supplies for survivors in the area. They are marked with smoke flares and can easily be seen, but most of them are barely reachable. Despite that, a lot of them were already ransacked by scavengers. How did they do that? One of the food drops broke in the mid-air, and now it's raining soup. Lucky for us, a few cans survived the fall. Some crates were filled with very weird stuff. Why did it drop a crate full of rubber ducks? At least one of the smaller crates had a few bottles of water in it. A bunch of folks were having a gunfight over several crates dropped with supplies. One group emerged victorious and chased off the opponents. One of the guns from the fight was left behind. When we were passing through the ruins of a bar, we ran into a soup vending machine. Couldn't find any spare change, so we decided to pry them open. Paying with checker pieces. It worked. We thought this dark alley with supplies neatly stacked at the end looked promising, but our complete surprise, it was an ambush. A bandit came out of nowhere and tried to intimidate us with a rifle and some really bad breath. Both aimed in our direction. We panicked, tossed something at him, and made a run for it. The harmonica we threw hit him right in the forehead, knocking him unconscious. The scout handbook was really useful. Too bad it was lost. We lost it during the expedition. Okay, that's fine. We didn't get the med kit, which is something we really wanted. Give her both. Okay, now we just need to hope for something. Our previous expeditions reported a strange vehicle nearby, and the last trip to the surface confirmed this discovery. It's an armored and weaponized tank. No wheels, no gas, just wasting away there. How about we turn it into an art project? We'll use the suitcase because we don't need it anymore. We need the rifle, though, potentially. Okay, nobody's left. We still got some time. Art in the current era should be practical. We picked up different objects that best represented the wasteland life. In the end, the suitcase was filled with skulls, bones, stinky rags, and empty soup cans. The vehicle sure looked menacing with those decorations. The suitcase got all nasty from the skeletons and whatnot, so we got rid of it. That's fair. Feed, water, they're fine. We're going to let him be hungry until the 31st. You would expect a nuclear explosion would be enough to quench any petty arguments with the future. It's not looking too pretty, and all you see is naked walls. Not much necessary. Not much is necessary for an explosion. It happened. We started fighting like crazy. Okay, I'm getting nervous that the mom's gonna take off soon. She may, I think, soon. So we need something to fix that. Enough arguing. There's more important things to worry about. Alright, let's see. He needs stuff now, so we'll give him that. When you look closely at the map, we noticed someone had written a set of mysterious directions in one of the corners. Will it lead to some kind of treasure? It might be worth sending someone to find out. No, we're not sending anybody. We need an event to happen. Goodness. The mom took off. Okay, so we lost that. Goodness. Childish drawings on a map are not exactly a good reason to risk our heads. This whole mess of the situation. What would be buried there, if anything at all? Half a dozen bottle caps? Clearly not worth the risk. Okay, so... So we didn't get what we wanted. But it's super rough, actually. We don't have anything to trade for. Man, we just needed the dad and the son. The son was there, too. I mean, at least we know... We just got to get lucky with the events. So we'll keep trying this. And get lucky with the events. For now, I think there's not much we can do. We're not going to waste water on her. She's about to leave anyways. We do need to send somebody out with a radio. We do need to send somebody out with a radio. I don't think the daughter will come back if I send her. Oh, now you're crazy, Ted. Now you're crazy. I think you're faking it. I think you're faking it, Ted. I think you're full of it. Alright, let's see. It's way too dangerous to randomly run to a ringing phone. I concur. I concur. Yeah, so this run's pretty much over, but we'll just play it out. I mean... Because we only got 25 days till the dad leaves, so there's not much we can do with that. Sure, we'll answer the phone. We don't have cards because they got destroyed. So if it's the government, they're not gonna... Whatever. We'll just start doing things. Yeah, the daughter's gone. Dad's got 25-30 days. Some friendly soul on the radio was talking about a supply pack she'd lost during her trip through the town. We immediately realized she must have driven through our street. We rushed out and went and got the package. Alright. Daughter's gone. What'd she say, though? Let's just see what she said. When Mary Jane found out she's not getting a single... Yeah, so it's over the water. He's tired and all that, so he can't do anything. As long as we have food and water. Yeah, we'll just answer the radio, and then this day we'll give them food, water, whatever they need. That's fine. Okay, so he's not tired anymore. We made contact. The military's out there, and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldiers with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio working. Give him water. Give him water. We'll send Timmy out with the radio. Hopefully we'll get a med kit. And I think it gives med kit. I may have to check it again. I can't remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta. My brain's just not working today. It's checkers that gives the radio. Radio gives med kit. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, and we got the rifle, so it won't give us a rifle. It'll either do like the food water thing or a med kit. And we don't need to give anybody anything, I don't think. Okay, give him food. Send him with radio. Which kind of messes up our escape right there, which is fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. There's never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity in this new world of ours. We thought it'd be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later. Planned a trip to the outside. Before we can make it a third step beyond the shelter doors, an unknown creature started growling at us in the darkness. Yeah, we don't want Pancake. We'll just shoot at him. See, that one, if that one would have happened way earlier, that would have been a good thing for driving us crazy too. Of course, I think it's just... if you allow him to come in the bunker, it gives you sanity. Not that shooting at him will cause insanity, if that makes sense. So, and then there's also, we need the ones that let you rob people, because if you do it, it makes everybody's sanity go down. For an isolated fallout shelter, we sure have a lot of disturbances. Something has been making a lot of noise since dawn, and we couldn't help, and we couldn't sleep. It seems like it's coming from another floor. Coincidentally, we just found a manhole that we could use to go check down. No, we're fine for now. Okay. Going into a tight, dark tunnel is not a good idea, especially with those weird noises coming from it. They are giving us the creeps, even up here. True. I'd be creeped out too. I'd be creeped out too. I mean, paid us a visit today. It was an overly cheerful red-haired woman accompanied by a grumpy-looking old mercenary. If only the flashlight wasn't broken by a crazy person. Oh, they're wanting to trade for that. They're offering a flashlight for... That's a crazy trade. Hey, man. Hey, I'll give you a flashlight if you got a med kit. That's wild. Yeah, that's wild. Disgusting trade right there. That was a horrible accent. I'm sorry. You had to hear that. It was hard to turn her down because of all the dang cheerfulness. But we did find it anyways. The woman seemed a bit disappointed and tried to offer us schematics for a weird gun. We turned that down too. It's not like we have any tools around here. You hungry or anything? Yeah. Dehydration? I don't think so. Okay. Trash. We can't do anything about it. He's already sick. It's not like he's going to get sicker from that. Basically, trash is building up, and if you don't clean it... I mean, we got mutant roaches. Oh my god, that thing is huge, and there's another. Roaches everywhere. We are doomed. We already feel all dirty. He's diseased now, so we could really use a med kit. Checkers is one. That's one. We don't really need that. We're not answering the phone. We know that much. The sun should be back in probably the next day or day after. Food or water? Nothing. Oh yeah, that's the phone calls. We're not answering phones. That's more of the bugs. I mean, hey, it'd be cool if we got like the bug takeover event, but I think Ted's gonna disappear before then. It's way too dangerous to just randomly answer a phone. Is he deranged yet? No, he's still just crazy. So I mean, maybe if we get like just extremely lucky. The roaches seem to be getting organized past days. First it was one or two of them, but nowadays it's a small columns of them marching through the shelter. We need to deal with this situation before their civilization becomes superior to ours. I think it's you have to use bug spray, I'm pretty sure. What was that harmonica thing? Yeah, Timmy's gone. Our new cockroach roommates may be messy, disgusting, and annoying, but surely this is not the worst thing that could have happened to us. And there's not much we can do about it anyways. Maybe one day we'll manage to convince them to pay the rent. Alright, so we lost for sure. Yeah, why not? Let's play an instrument. Ted is crazy. He's about to be diseased. He's about to be deranged. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. After a few minutes of playing, a small group of mutated cockroaches jumped out of the cracks in our walls and started moving to the rhythm of the song. They ran around in circles and shook their little antennas. It'd be adorable if they weren't so disgusting. What are we supposed to do with them now? Yeah, he's diseased finally, so he'll probably be gone here soon. And that'll be the run. I don't think we can get anything else. We're not getting a cat. We don't need the cat. I'll never get the cat again. There's 4 endings that require the cat. Ugh, shirk off. It was difficult. Grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of the yard sale. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mystery bag. He's looking rough. Funky roaches haven't really left us. To be fair, they aren't causing any trouble. They even seem relatively friendly and curious. Just this morning when we opened our eyes, we saw them standing in perfect line right in front of us, as if they're waiting for something. Okay, we'll go ahead and play the harmonica for them. The end. That was our final thing, is to play harmonica for the roaches. If you can't beat them, join them. We figured roaches are craving more of our music, so we fulfilled their unspoken request. They started joyfully prancing around again, creating fun shapes on the floor. Then all of a sudden, they left in one line through the show. We thought the show was over. But they soon came back in a group, carrying supplies on their strong mutated backs. Insane. Looks like we made some new friends. Disgusting mutated radioactive friends. Alright, so Ted passed away. We almost got everybody crazy. We made more progress on the tank, which is what... That was a big one that we're trying to do. We just need to finish that tank. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. Let's look at the time. I think we're kind of in an awkward moment. Yeah, 41 minutes. If I did another, it'd be like a 2-hour video probably. So we're just going to call it a wrap today. We made progress, and we've learned more, and we're doing good. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you subscribe, like the video, you know, leave a comment, all that stuff. But I hope you have a good day. I hope today was great, and I hope today's better. And I'll see you here next time. Goodbye.